All right, everything takes a little bit of time. I am a little late, but we are getting started here. Just gotta get set up with the controller charging. Turn off the noise on the phone. Come on. Alright, need a new phone. Alright, I'm gonna continue no open play. I don't expect to find anyone out here anyways. I find it unlikely there will be any stream snipers. There's a long way to go to spoil someone's fun. Just waiting for this. Alright. I didn't look like there was any sound on the from the PS4, but it's there. Alright. So where are we? I've already jumped a bit of distance away from Colonia, so I'm not sure what that is, but I think that was maybe a cool system I found. Anyways, doesn't matter. I think that's about 850 light years, another 850, and so on. So we are heading our way up this way. It's a long way. Not seeing any stars because I filter out. So this is the last waypoint before here. I may stop at a star like it is a few light years away from the center. Yeah, I was just worried there wasn't any sound coming from the game itself. Alright, so this is where I am. I know it looks a little weird that I'm out there and the line or the path seems to go there. I jumped out to the side a little bit, a couple of 100 light years out to the side, and then I'm gonna go this way because I figure everybody else is taking that straight line. I might be able to find a little bit more stuff a little bit further out. I think that's number 3. Yeah, that's number 3. And I want to make sure that I have the right types of stars in here. Yeah. Alright, so number 3, plot route. So there's a lot of stars. It's a long ways to go. Alright, so I have been jumping around in here a little bit. I found some neutron stars. I didn't see any black holes. But all the neutron stars, it looks like somebody has pretty much run out and said, I'm going to discover all the neutron stars. But I did jump to a few of them. I scanned them only. I didn't really do much else. And then just jump away. So this is going to take a little bit longer than I initially thought, mostly because I'll be stopping and having a look in nearly every system that I get to see if there's any planets worth scanning. So I won't be scanning every one. I just can't. So if the planet doesn't look like it's like if it doesn't look like it's worthwhile, then I'm not gonna. But I'll usually just scan the star, honk the system, and then we can take a look. There's only one thing in here, so this one was fairly easy. There's nothing more to scan. So it's going to take a little bit longer. Some systems where there's a bunch of planets, you may scan them. I'm looking for planets with high metal content, potentially candidates for terraforming. Those are the ones that gives you the biggest payout. So there is a sense of return on investment. The philosophy here is that I don't want to spend the time scanning something I'm not gonna get any money for. So you know, let's scan as much as possible. I forgot to turn off the fan. All right. All right. Alright, we're gonna fuel scoop just gently while we're doing this initial scan here. Alright, there we go. I did not find out what was the deal with the that heartbeat sound on the other microphone yesterday. I didn't figure out what that was all about. But I did find out how to fix it. I added on that microphone. Alright, so a lot of these planets, they do have potential, but they're not going to be terraformable. So we're not going to do anything with this one. Alright, so the in OBS you can add filters on your audio source. The one I have been using has been like a noise reduction filter. It basically filters out noise below a certain level. And I don't know if the level I had set was too low to filter this out or what, but what I ended up doing was using what's called a noise gate, which basically defines it defines an area of volume, basically, that it will allow, and anything outside of that, up or down in volume, gets taken out. And that seemed to work better. I'm not sure if it was because the lower end of that was set higher than my original noise filter, but I will be trying that with the other microphone in tomorrow's stream. We'll check and see how it goes. I did a little recording, just testing that out. It's easy to just record and play back than it is to stream. And alright, so again, it's a pretty empty system. I'm having pretty bad luck with some of the systems we've done on stream. I haven't found much interesting at all. And then, you know, I play a little bit off stream, just hanging out in the living room or something, and I'll run into some really cool systems with, you know, a close pair of binary stars, or even I found some triplets the other day. So I got 3 stars 3 big stars all in the same picture. I put it on Twitter. Might as well scan them while we're here. Alright, well, one thing that we didn't do, we can check and see how we're doing on progress. I haven't even looked. We are going to Sagittarius A. Which is still 9,000 light years away. So that's roughly 300 jumps. Now, if all I had to do was jump, we would get this done in like 5 hours. But since we're stopping and scanning, it's gonna take a little bit longer than that. Wednesday, I can do the stream and then a little bit afterwards. Then tomorrow a little bit, and then on Friday stream. I don't know if we'll get there or not. It seems somewhat optimistic. Alright, so there is something here, not too far away. Let's go have a look. That is probably some small red dwarf, yeah. Okay, that last one could be interesting. Did not look like a did not look like the other ones. And that didn't look like an icy body either, it was too dark. So we're gonna go there first. Just gonna scan the sun in the middle here first, which is probably like an M class. No, not yeah, M, red dwarf. Come on, man. Here we go. M red dwarf. Yeah, voice attack would have been lovely, but there is much I can do. It's not. I don't even have it running. I can't even tell it to do stuff now. But there's even with that, there's less to do overall when doing exploring. The only thing I would have to do here would be, you know, select next system or target next system or whatever it is to jump, to set the destination for the next system in my route. There's no need to cycle weapon groups or fire groups. There's no need to change much on the power distributor Landing gear? I don't have any plans on landing on any of these. Good morning, Commander Binary. We are 9,000 light years from the center of the galaxy. Alright, we're gonna slow down a little bit. So we're kind of hoping that this planet's gonna be somewhat more interesting than the other ones. And it is. That's a water world, baby. Now we'll check out the other ones here. I didn't really have a look. Alright, these are going to be rocky. You can land on either one of them or any of them. Probably do some stuff. If we had a SRV, we could have gone on some exploration there, but another time. I can set up voice attack to do interaction in the stream. That could work. I can just say stuff and it will show up in the chat with maybe. I have to try that. I have a feeling that this isn't going to be as interesting as some of the other previous planet. It's going to be a rocky body. Didn't say anything. High metal content world. Pristine reserves. Technetium, what the hell is that? Is that an actual thing? Kind of lucky that these are all fairly close. Yeah, I also missed the voice pack from ED Discovery. You know, because it talks back. It tells you more about what's going on. I should explore some of the other voice packs. I think voice pack 3 might be a little too verbose to include on the stream. Maybe voice pack 1 would be more more suitable for that. Alright, so this is the dual, the binary planetary thing out here. No, it's not binary. It's a planet with a moon. Again, I wish they would have some ways of communicating from the PS4 version of from the PS4 version of Elite to some sort of logging service for anyone who's really into computers. Probably heard of syslog. Some kind of system like that would be ideal for this. You can log it to a syslog and then have ED Discovery read from that. Alright, I'm getting a little close here. Alright, we scanned everything. Yeah, it wasn't really it wasn't really about the usability or existence in the game. I know that because I saw it on the list, but I'm just wondering if that's an actual thing in actual real life, that there is a chemical or anything on the periodic table that says technet oleum, or what is it called? Technetium? Not that I memorized the whole periodic table when I was in school, but yes I did. And you can see that right there. That is the quickest way to see that it happened. And it's kind of funny. On the PC you have to actually download something for it. On the PS4 you don't. It's a simple activation code. And you don't even have to do the activation code. You just buy it and then boom, it's there. And unlike on the PC, you don't have a choice once you bought it. On the PC, you get you know, 500,000 different choices when wanting to start. There's Elite Dangerous 32-bit, Elite Dangerous 64-bit, and then Elite Dangerous Horizons. On PS4, there's no such thing. You start Elite Dangerous and that's it. And if you have the Horizons, what they call Season Pass, then if you got that pass key, then it's automatically unlocked, no extra downloads. Alright, we're jumping to the next one. Alright. See what we have here. The fact that we only picked up one object. It's really not a good sign. Don't have to get too close with this thing to really scoop up some fuel. Nuclear isotope. All right. Oh, that's very bright. All right, there's actually something else here for a change. 3 stars and a planet. 150,000. See, that's another one. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna sit here for half an hour to get down there. haven't really had any chemistry since high school, and that's been a while. Again, only that one on the initial scan. And one new one. Alright, this one we are gonna scan. Because it is relatively close by. Alright. We are gonna miss out on the fuel scan here, but don't really have to worry about that. It is pretty awesome seeing 33 light years on the jumps here. I just noticed something else too. Not sure if I brought that up earlier, but before I left, again only one. Before I left Colonia, I did a little bit of running around, just enough to get my Explorer rank up to Ranger. So I have that. My exploration profit is 37,000, which is just over the 35 I think I needed for Ranger. So again, a system with very little. That's too far away. Alright, so these are two suns that are pretty close. Can we get them in the picture? Alright, let's try. We can go a little closer to this one. Right, then we may not be able to get them both. Hang on. Alright, struggling here. Yeah, there was, but it's gone now. Oh, that thing. It's kind of funny because they are like, they actually happen like real time. Okay. I'm just gonna save it. Okay. Jump off to the next one. Should have a look at the galaxy map too and see if you can gauge the star density here. As the density increases, the probability of having sufficient amounts of one star class to make jumping possible, we might be able to weed out some more. Let's have a look at this one and see what we got. Rock, 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 rock. Well, none of these are really particularly interesting. Alright, we'll check out this one first since it's on the way. Probably not gonna be more than just a metal-rich world or something. Didn't see anything, but we can have another look. High metal content world. Yeah, that's the way it looks. The other ones are worth scanning too, unless they're white, then it's just, you know, an icy body. Moons are also, they're all gonna be rocky, and if you can land on them, there's gonna be some kind of stuff you can mine off them probably. But what you're looking for is stuff with an atmosphere, and those are the ones you cannot currently land on. So we're looking for Earth-like planets, we're looking for water worlds, and we're looking for planets with some kind of atmosphere. It looks like carbon dioxide atmospheres are something you can terraform. I haven't really paid very close attention to that, but We're doing the Victor lap before we get to the planet. Alright, so there we go. It seemed to be also a good payout for planets with an ammonia atmosphere. Not sure why. I don't tend to go crazy scanning gas giants either. So sulfur dioxide atmosphere, pristine reserves, but it doesn't list any actual metals, so well, you can't land there anyways. We did do this one, high metal content world, no atmosphere. You can land here and you got iron, nickel, sulfur, carbon, chromium, manganese, phosphorus, germanium, tin, and yeah, so lots of good stuff. But nothing that I'm looking for, and I don't even have an SRV, so I can't go there. So I know I've seen some ammonia worlds and scanned them and stuff. Well, that's the only way I would have known, but oh, did not realize that these guys were gonna pop up, but it is in my list of systems we can jump to, so I guess it was convenient that this one was here. So you'll see that somebody's already scanned this. Oh, no! There's a neutron star with my name on it. Yeah. Okay. Neutron. Star. With my name on it. Don't scan anything that isn't landable. No, I don't think so, buddy. Planets with an atmosphere are not landable. Yet those are the ones you're looking for because they are possibly terraformable and are worth a lot more money. Alright, I gotta make sure we stay clear on that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Star. I'm pretty sure it was a neutron star. Neutron stars are the stellar remnants of massive stars. It's a neutron star. White dwarfs are usually they're very similar, but they may only have one plume Uh, so that I don't know. That might be just like one possible way of visually telling them apart.
Frameshift
The
drive
the
charging.
white dwarfs are maybe a little bit bigger, slightly less violent. I don't think you get the same turbo or supercharge, and I think there's only one band of crap coming off of them. Not crap, but they are a little bit different. I should have paid attention up in the top right hand corner to see what it is that's on the other end. Alright, so these have atmosphere and could potentially be terraformable. This one you can mine, you can land on and possibly mine off of it. Alright, so we're gonna do some scanning here. I can't show you values because I have nowhere to sell it for another 15-20,000 light years. But let's go ahead and let's scoop some fuel because we missed out on that a couple of times. We're running a little short. Alright, that's good. We'll hang out here and refuel a little bit. Right, it's getting a little hot and we're getting filled up, so I'm gonna dive out. Swing back in. Yes. It is not very often you find Earth-like planets. Alright, I don't want to run past it while we're in the galaxy map. So what I've done is I set it to filter out the stars I want to see. Good morning, Chicken Storm. So I only, when I jump, I only want to jump to F type, the G type, and K type. I'm curious why I say type here and class otherwise. These are the three types of stars that are most likely to have planets that are potentially habitable or have some sort of atmosphere that can be terraformed. And those are the most valuable planets to scan. So that's kind of where I'm interested. That's what I'm most interested in seeing. Down on the bottom, I also have carbon stars, wolf riot stars, white dwarfs, and non-sequence stars. That's because they're kind of rare, and if you find one, you should probably scan it. Put your name on it, get some bonuses. So, um, so by doing this, I only want to jump to these guys. I am increasing my chances of finding something that is um, Earth-like. Jumping to all the other scoopable types, you may not find much of planets at all. And yes, I do have I have 2 autofield maintenance units. That way one can repair the other. So I can repair this one now.
Module repaired.
And then turn it back on. Alright. We got a bit of a situation here. Gonna do a victory lap. Alright, so I don't know which one this was. This is we're just gonna scan this thing and see what it is. I wish the maps would load faster, but alright, so that's the one we're scanning first. Let's see what we come up with. So we scan that. Carbon dioxide atmosphere. This body is a candidate for terraforming. Okay, that means extra money. So even if you can't even if you can't land on it and pick up minerals, you're still gonna get a lot of money for that planet. I don't know what the numbers are. There is a wiki with some numbers on it. Somebody pointed out that those values have been jacked up. I can't read that without my... Well, yeah, I can. It's big enough. Alright, hold on. Let's see. Alright, so this one says that a high metal content planet is worth about 6,000 credits when scanned. If it's terraformable, it's worth 40,000 credits. Chances are that those numbers have been jacked up considerably, maybe tenfold. A terraformable water world can be worth as much as 78,000 credits. If there's an extra 0 on there, that's considerable. An Earth-like world is about 70,000 credits. So the middle point again, with the possibility of that being jacked up. Okay, so this is a high metal content world with a metallic core, candidate for terraforming, with a nitrogen atmosphere. 100% nitrogen. Woohoo. So that's gonna be worth a chunk of money. This is just a small moon. It's not gonna be that's not gonna be much. I wish I could find out how much everything was, but because of there is a bug with the system for selling stellar cartography on the PS4, I can't really review what it is I'm selling. So yeah, getting with the detailed surface scanner, getting a good scan of valuable planets, and as you watch these streams, you'll see that I don't scan everything because it's not worth my time. It just isn't. I mean, this one is this is gonna be like a high metal content planet, and it's just, you know, it's barely gonna be worth it. If it has an atmosphere, it might. Alright, I'm gonna do victory lap again. Getting distracted by the dialogue. Alright. So again, we're getting some water atmosphere. Interesting. Not terraformable though. That's just a rocky body. That's not going to be worth much at all. Alright. Some kind of gas giants. Alright. I will Google that. Is it two different Google searches, or no? It's one. All right, awesome. So I'm gonna put in a really good Alright, so the terraformable ones are worth 400, 600, 400 to 600,000, 400 to 700,000 for just regular stuff. Earth-likes are worth 600,000. Ammonia worlds are worth 300,000. This is assuming you have the detail scanner. Stars are not worth a whole lot except for neutron stars, which are 55,000. Black holes is 60,000. Everything else is just pocket change. So it's not really worth it to scan much of those. But everything adds up. You scan 300 stars, you got, you know, 1,000,000 credits. So Yeah, it's all worth it. Alright, I don't have to do that twice. Alright, so I'm gonna paste in this link because that's really cool. I know you can't paste links, not everybody can paste links in the chat. But this will show you, it's a visual guide, it's a good picture what planets are worthwhile scanning and what are not. So this is a, I can have a look at this. Okay. Gas giant. Can I, is that image bigger? And I need my glasses because I can't see anything. So this is a class 1 gas giant. That one. That's worth 7,000. But that's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, damn it. It didn't like me doing that picture. It took me to some other site with Russian brides and crap. Alright. I wonder if I can just save it. Alright, I'm gonna save it right there. And then I can open it up without the Russian brides. Alright, oh yeah, okay. So you can really zoom in on this if you really wanted to. Yeah, there's lots of Russia in the news today, so that's why all the Russian brides are showing up on my web pages. It's not that I'm looking for them, they just show up. Alright, so there's some moons around here, not worth a whole lot. And this last one isn't going to be worth much either. Since we're here, let's pick up a couple. Oh yeah, you're gonna go to Sagittarius A and then to Colonia? That might be safer in a way. Because you'll be carrying all your discovery data and end up in Colonia, and there probably won't be anyone there, so there isn't going to be some schmuck trying to kill you. All right. Alright, let's jump off to the next system.
Frameshift drive charging.
What, Sagittarius and then Colonia? Yeah, I did it the other way around. It's a long way from Colonia to the bubble though, but if you can get all your data from the bubble up to Sagittarius, and then from Sagittarius down to Colonia, you can sell that there. You'll be instant best buddies with those guys. and you have sold all your data without risking going into the bubble to sell it. I'm probably gonna head from Sagittarius over to Ceos or Sothis, because I can sell my stuff there without really getting into the bubble. Even though it is likely to find people there, I think the people that are there are most likely... Oh, look at all this. This is mine, all mine. Alright, let's just do all of these guys. It's gonna be $1 million right here. Well, if you go onto EDSM and look and see where the commanders are, there are people everywhere. I mean, there's people across on the opposite side of the galaxy. It's insane how far some people have gone. Ah, crap. Yeah, there's high potential for a lot of good stuff in this system. I only did a quick cursory look on to see what was there. But we got this one with an atmosphere. This one looks very good. They all look good. I think I'm gonna take them in order, even if that may not be the shortest way around. Or not. Yeah, I think most of the people at Ceos and Sothis, they are doing one thing, and that is ranking up their federal ranking. That's it. They're just going back and forth, just ranking that up and doing nothing else. So somebody coming in there, they will have the same expectation of that person, thinking they're going to be doing the same thing. So they won't be interested in, you know, shooting them down for any reason whatsoever, as long as you're not wanted. So I expect mostly to be cargo and data traffic between Sothis and Ceos. So that should be relatively safe. And I know you can sell at one but not the other because of something. Yeah, I was talking about that a little bit ago, that it is a shame that there is no way of doing that on the PS4, and suggesting that they could do some sort of a syslog equivalence where you could basically like UDP broadcast out the logs from the PS4 and then have the PC pick it up and write the logs and have ED Discovery pick it up, just like they were Elite logs on the PC. And we scanned that one. Well, I know that Project Cars Project Cars has a feature where you can tell it to broadcast real-time data out on your local network, basically. And then it can be picked up by an app on your phone, and you can have extra data displayed on your phone or a tablet or whatever. So you'll have like a second screen showing you additional information about your driving. There's even another app that you can use with that, with enhanced, how should I put it, like pit radio, where there is well, not pit radio, but like in Formula 1, they have the engineers talk to you over your headset. So it's kind of like that. They'll tell you that, you know, there's a car on your left and whatever. So pretty cool stuff you can do with that, and it would be kind of awesome if Elite would do the same thing, so that on the PS4 you could take advantage of ED Discovery. But it would require that the logs be sent over the network. It would require a special client on the PC side to catch the data and write the logs out, just like Elite does on the PC side. Yeah, but in 2.4 you're gonna have the Thargoids, buddy. You're gonna be on the other side of the galaxy when the Thargoids get here. Yeah, I'm not really great in I'm not really great at fighting either. I'm not a fighter pilot, and I've learned that. I do enjoy some bounty hunting with my Python, simply because it packs a good punch. So as long as I get a good shot in, it's pretty much over already. But also, I usually pair up with the system authority, or have some wingmates help me out. Well, I've gone 20,000 light years without killing anyone. How about that? I think I did kill one NPC on the way to Colonia, simply because he was dumb enough to interdict me, and I was either not paying enough attention to what was going on, or I just submitted and killed him. Now I don't have that choice though, because I ditched all my weapons at Colonia, which I probably shouldn't be broadcasting too often. But I do oh. Well, you know, I managed to get, what, 10% extra jump range, and you know that's gonna help a little bit. And there wasn't that much gained. There was well, that's not true though, because I ditched the weapons, I could also downgrade the power plant. So there's more to it than that, and also the power distributor probably wouldn't have been able to handle. I didn't downgrade the power plant. I'm still using 96%, but that's because I got those 2 field maintenance units. They are sucking up a lot of juice. And also that honking fuel scoop.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Beecham just subscribed. Thank you, Mark. Welcome to the stream. Well, it kind of depends on how much money you have. If you got, you know, 2 billion credits, 40 million rebuy isn't really that bad, is it? Yeah, that's true. You know, wing up 4 people and One of them more or less dedicated medic. Oh crap, we're gonna miss this one too. Yeah, if you got one dedicated as a medic, then you know he can just keep your shields up, or at least try and keep shields up. Don't know how the Thargoid weapons are gonna be with the shields though.
Oh, yeah.
I got another subscription from Liam O'Connell. Thanks for that. I think you're number 80. Alright, how are we doing out here? We got 2 left. Okay, I think those are that's the outermost one. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's let's see what we got here. Not much. Not much. Terraforming. 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 Alright, let's go and take the whole system, man. That's something done with. Alright, it really depends on how little money you have and how much money you need. You can't do the ancient ruins unless you already have a bunch of money. If you're just starting out and need some money, I would go and do just simple transport missions. Only look for the ones that pay 100,000 or more. Maybe stretch it down to 75k if you're really strapped. Alright, so you got 10 million credits. How much do you need? You're looking to buy an Anaconda for 150 million? Well, the bad news is the Anaconda might be 150 million. But all the extras are another 300 million. So you're looking at 450 million credits. For that, the Ancient Guardian stuff over in Mean might be the way to go. It pays over 200 million, I think, for the whole thing. You need a ship with decent jump range, fuel scoop, and an SRV. Yeah, I'm not sure what's really would be in between. There seems to be a sort of a jump from, for instance, the Python and up to the Anaconda. The Python was like what, 50 mil, and then the Anaconda is 150, so there is a jump there. I'm not sure if there's really anything in between. You also had to be careful on blowing money on in between ships if you don't really need it. But yeah, it is. I don't know if I would take a different approach. Don't go crazy trying to get into an anaconda and run yourself bankrupt in the process. But you can work with that as a goal, but you have to understand that getting, if the anaconda is your goal, for a lot of people that is what they want. They want to get into that because it's a big, powerful ship. You can fit a lot of stuff in it. And if that is your goal, then work towards that, but understand that you need more than the purchase price of the ship itself. And the triple cost still applies. So if it's 150 mil for the ship, then you're gonna need 450 million before you really should go there. That should give you the ship and a bunch of upgrades to get you some jump range, because that's the first thing you're gonna need. You're gonna need jump range, you're gonna need some power, and you're probably gonna need some cargo space so you can use it to earn more money.
Frameshift drive charging.
Unless you want to go bounty hunting with it, you're gonna need a power plant, thrusters, and a crap load of weapons. And that's also going to cost you money, and then you can sort of upgrade it in batches. But you have to be mindful of the fact that it is going to cost you more than just the purchase. Yeah, I know you get it at a discount, buddy. All right, but still, triple still applies. So if it's 125. Then it's triple that is still 375,000 credits. 375 million credits. So that's still a good chunk of money, so the triple still applies. And you can't get everything at Ray. So there are stuff you're gonna have to buy that you're not gonna get on discount. And this looks interesting. So there's two basic principles. Triple cost on buying a ship, and don't fly if you can't rebuy. So if you're looking for the Anaconda, you should be looking at getting somewhere between 375 and 450 million credits. Then you can get your Anaconda upgraded to something that's fairly decent. What's that? What is that? Oh, there's two out there. All right. Uh, what? Nightbot is drunk? What did Nightbot do? Alright. I got a timeout if you post links, buddy. Sorry. Yeah, that was the that yellow line was I thought it was only one, so I was like, why is there a yellow circle? But it was the orbit. Alright, but yeah, the ancient Guardian missions out in Mean will get you about 200 million credits, which will get you a long ways towards getting the Anaconda. It may be worthwhile to step into something a little bit smaller, but at some point it's going to be you're just blowing a lot of money on upgrading some in-between ship on your way, and then if you get to a point where you like that ship, you're not going to want to sell it, so you don't get your money back, so then you still have to make another 150 million or whatever. Look at that. That's an Earth-like. Alright, we've only really scored on some of these planets in the last couple of systems now. Oh, far out. So I think what my thought was that if you have a decent medium-sized ship, and then the Anaconda is your goal, you can use that to just work towards that goal and get the 500 million or whatever that gives you the ship, the upgrades, and the rebuy cost. And then once you have that, you can keep earning money, and then you can at your leisure try the smaller ships or the ships in between just to test out, because you do have the money to get that done. But not everybody likes the Anaconda. It's not a ship that is for everyone. So, yeah, you may not, you know, you may spend all that money and then figure out, hey, I hate this crap. And then what do you do? When you can sell it, you get, I think there is some discussion about whether you're getting your full money back or just a small, not a small, but just, you know, some of it. It's not like with cars, as soon as you take the car off the lot, you just dropped in value. Alright, so you're gonna keep an eye on what we're doing here. I'm gonna scan these buddies. So I don't really know what my plan here is. All I know is that I'm gonna be stuck in this asp for a while, simply because I don't have an option to trade it in. Not because of lack of money, but because of lack of places to do so. And I put a lot of money into it. And I'm not gonna trade it in either. I'm gonna keep this. And regardless of what ship I end up with, I'm gonna keep this one around. Yeah, I have a Python on the PC side, and I do I like it because it is the largest medium ship that you can have. I know that sounds weird, but I went from a large class ship to a medium class while switching to the Python. It has cargo space. It has firepower. It does lack, I guess, a little bit in. It does lack in jump range. So I don't think that it's going to be a perfect ship. Uh-oh, my video output low. Oh, the stream is still going. I don't know why. Alright, that must have been either a YouTube or a restream issue. I have dropped 93 frames in an hour and 45 minutes. So it hasn't been anything on my side. Alright, we gotta make sure we're doing the right thing here. Yeah, I definitely want to have a look at these two. Right? Hold on. That's where I am. And this is where I'm going. 0.72 Earth masses. Alright, let's go out there and see what that is. Yeah. So I'm using a service called Restream, which lets you stream to multiple streaming services at the same time. So I am streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the same time through the Restream.io, Restream.io. Haven't really had much problem with it. So we'll see how it goes if it keeps dropping. But then again, people on straight up YouTube are having issues too with services dropping every now and then. Alright, gonna keep an eye on that while I'm doing this. Let's see. Alright. Alright, so Nightbot commands. Alright, I need to update that. Don't want to do it now. But let's see. PS4 ship. Alright, I'll do a victory lap. That didn't do anything? Where's the other one? It's supposed to be right there. Alright, let's see if that one was Earth-like. So water world, carbon monoxide. That's cool. Alright, so we are making some money on our way here. There's some planets down here, but it's a long ways to go. I'm not sure if they're gonna be worth it. So we're gonna skip to the next system.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know if the vulture is I don't know if the vulture is giving anybody a chance. Isn't that supposed to be one of the better fighters? So it looks like our luck has run out with the planets. Or maybe not. All right. Brownish when clouds. That could be ammonia. Could also be nothing. I'm gonna fuel scoop because I don't have any fuel. FGS. What would that be? Federal gunship, of course. Yeah, I usually leave all those alone unless I have wingmates. I'll let those guys take care of some of the stuff. It's really weird. Oh, no, that's Nightbot. You're being silly. Well, Nightbot, well, what are you good for if I can't do that? Let's see. So that one worked. Why doesn't the other one work? I mean, not traveling to Colonia. Sorry, just testing out Nightbot. I put in some commands, but some of them work and some of them don't. So this was probably the most interesting world down here. I'm gonna have to have a look and see what that was. It was not what I hoped it was. Alright, so there isn't gonna be a lot of valuable targets in here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's jump out to the other one. Another one with nothing close to the sun.
Fuel scooping.
Just seem to be getting very hot very fast, even though I think I'm keeping good distance.
Fuel scooping complete.
Why would you have useless shields in a PvP fighter? Wouldn't you want to have good shields? PvP? I guess ideally you would have them not hit you.
Drive charging.
My experience with combat is mostly with
Ready to engage.
NPCs. So that doesn't account for much. And I also make sure I have the protection of the system authority. Or some wingmates with some oomph. Alright, some mostly ice bodies down there.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. I think that the great thing with Elite Dangerous is that you can do just whatever the hell you want. You can go off on your own like we're doing here and just do your own thing. Just fiddle around and have a good look at the universe, or the galaxy, I guess is the thing. At some point I wonder if they're gonna add in other galaxies in here, some sort of method of jumping from the Milky Way into Andromeda or something. Alright, so that one could be interesting. That should be a quick scan, and that should be a quick scan. Alright, let's do this system. Let's do this. Some of these planets may yield a good chunk of money. Damn it. Welcome, Takayuki. I hope I'm not butchering your name. It's more of the same here. We just exploring our way through the universe. Mod the surface scanner. I believe the mods makes the scans faster. I haven't really looked into that, but anything that makes things faster is a plus in my book. But again, it becomes a question of It becomes a question of it being worth your time. What a world. Awesome. I love that. Argon-rich atmosphere. Look at that atmosphere on 97.1% nitrogen. Alright, let's go and check out the gas giant out here. Alright, so the weak how is your Cobra 3 weak? Okay, FDL is the Fer-de-Lance. FAS is the Federal Assault Ship. And FDL will be the Federal Drop, FDS, Federal Dropship. There is another one too.
Oh, yeah.
CAD, thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. All right, the engineering stuff is really a time-consuming process. With the help of Inara, you can find out before you go there what you need for all the recipes, so you can kind of plan stuff a lot better by bringing with you everything you need when you go and meet up with the engineer. And that will save you some time. That way you'll have, if you planned well, you should have all the materials you need to unlock everything up as far as you can go. But it is time consuming to gather all this stuff, all the materials, all the mining of all the mining to get all the stuff. It just takes a long time. So unless that is something you really enjoy, just going around and with the SRV and picking stuff up and looking elsewhere for other stuff, then you know, perhaps spending all that time hunting down everything you need for engineering the surface scanner, it's gonna be more frustrating than enjoyable, and then you know, maybe it's not worth it. I didn't check and see what that gas giant was. It doesn't matter a whole lot. I'm not really up to speed on what you can put and how much you can put into the Cobra MK3. For exploring, it might be on a small size. Simply because you do need some equipment, especially if you're as far out as I am at this point. And I'm not even that far out. I'm just about 20,000 light years out. Maybe a little bit less at this point. But you are gonna need at least one auto field maintenance unit. You need the biggest fuel scoop you can get. You can get away without a shield, but it's like whatever. You need the biggest, best frameshift drive you can put in your ship. And everything else needs to be lightweight. You need heat sinks because you are going to fall into a star and you are going to burn up if you don't have a heat sinks on your way out. You need a detailed surface scanner to get real good scans of the bodies that you're scanning. That sounded naughty. And you do need the advanced discovery scanner. Those are bare minimums. And there are also, of course, everything else that is required. For exploring, there is a half decent guide here. Hold on. And we just today somebody was kind enough to share this one. The first one just goes over the basics of exploration. What you need to rank up, what you need to scan, and what you're making money on. The money part there doesn't seem to be correct. It's been updated with version 2.3. And that's what the second link is for. It shows you the exploration payouts for 2.3 for all the different planetary and all the different planetary bodies, lunar bodies, and stars. All this is great knowledge to have so that you're not wasting your time scanning stuff that is worthless. It also tells you if you're going to go exploring, my recommendation is setting up a filter for jumping like this. Alright, so these 3 star types are the ones most likely to have planets with atmospheres that are potential candidates for terraforming. Those are the ones you make the money off. So by picking these, you increase your chances of finding a system. I thought I turned that off. Okay. picking these increases your chances of finding valuable planets to scan. These down here, they are there because scanning carbon stars, wolf-rayet stars, and white dwarfs are also reasonably good money. Not huge, but it also would be cool to find them. Non-sequence stars are mostly neutron stars and black holes. They also give you a good chunk of money when you scan them, so you want to include those as well. All of these types out here, OBA, F, G, K, M, M, are stars you can scoop fuel from. So you definitely want to exclude all of these down here, because if you run into a bad stretch of protostars or brown dwarfs, you're gonna run out of gas, and then you're stuck until one of the fuel rats can come and save you. If one of the fuel rats can come and save you. Alright, so that one is scanned. I think this is the last one. Might as well scan the whole thing since we're here. It's only 700 light seconds out there. So let's see. This one. So ammonia-based life. That's worth a good chunk of money. Yeah, KGB form is easy to remember. There's also the Oh Be a Good Girl, Kiss Me. But the thing is, and I'm gonna slow down so I'll scan while we're doing this. All right. A lot of people say, "Oh, just memorize this anagram," and I'm like, no. Just memorize that all the stars on the top, down to and including M, is scoopable. All right, yeah, that's a very good option for ships for exploring. I think the Diamondback may have longer jump range, but it might be lacking in space. I think what they pointed out as one of the downside was that you can't fit a really big honking fuel scoop on it. And I know that might sound like a really, really weird thing, but my ship only has one Class 6 module slot, and I put the fuel scoop in it. That is the biggest thing you need. It allows you to scoop up your full tank in no time. Yes, you can store all the stuff from your the optional section on your ship. You can simply store at some base, and then buy a new ship, and then transfer what you have stored to your new ship and put in. So if you already bought the advanced scanner and the detailed surface scanner for your Cobra, you can just put that in storage and refit it onto your new ship. You don't have to sell it and buy it again. Even though I do believe you get full, as it was pointed out earlier, you do get full credit when you sell a module. So if you sell your detail scanner, your detailed surface scanner for 250,000 credits, then you can buy a new one for 250,000 credits and you come out net zero. The only catch is if they don't have it, if you sold it and they don't have those in stock, which is really weird since you just sold one. But if they don't have it in stock, then you're gonna have to go hunting for one. But yeah, if you have, especially if you have engineered stuff that would be of the same size as what you're putting into your new ship, you can take your, for instance, if you have an FSD drive that is of similar size to the one that's going into your new ship, then you can take your 5A engineered FSD drive, you buy the cheapest one you can fit in that vessel, like a 5E or whatever, and then you store your 5A modified, and then once you got your new ship, you take your 5A modified and transfer it back in. That way you get the benefits of your engineered drive in your new ship. Alright, we scanned everything here. I feel kind of bad because I can't show any of this. There's nothing out here. It's completely deserted, so I can't just dock and do stuff. Alright, I'm gonna fuel scoop first and get on the other side. Okay, and then we can have a look and see what we got here. Alright, we're gonna look at least the two innermost planets here. As far as I know, all the parts are interchangeable. It's just a matter of the module size being correct. You can get away with that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want the closest. Oh, the closest was that one anyways. You can get away with putting a smaller module in, even in the core, assuming that it is still capable of doing its job for that ship. For instance, my power distributor is a 3D. I think that was originally either a 4 or a 5. So I had the I had a class 5A, I think, in there before when I was using this thing for combat. Because I needed the power for the beam lasers. But now that I don't have any weapons, and I just broadcast that again, shouldn't have said that. But now that I don't have any weapons, and I'm never out of super cruise. I don't need power for weapons. I don't need power for the engine boost. I don't need power for shields. I've never crashed into anything. So I don't need a top of the line power distributor. So I left it out. I downgraded it to a 3D. It's the smallest one I could get away with to do what I needed to do. And the lightest one. So maximum weight. Minimum power usage. Yeah, I'm sure you can trim off a lot of weight on the thrusters. I think those are pretty heavy. I was going to trade those down and out. There's only one thing here, right? Yeah. I don't remember what I have. Right. So I don't really need lots of... I got 5D. I was gonna trade those down to something smaller and save some weight. But I couldn't find anything, and I didn't feel like running around every system around Colonia to find it. And I don't think there was that much that I would have saved on it. I don't need lots of thrusters doing exploring. It's not like I need fast maneuvering or anything. It is mostly just super cruising and hyperspace jumps. Alright, we're gonna have a look at where we are. Oh, hello, look at that! We're up to our waypoint already. Cool. Alright, so that's the last jump for this waypoint. Alright, so we are 850 light years closer to the center of the galaxy. Alright, a bunch of really good ones here. I don't care if Max Shepard has already been here. We're gonna scan all of these, whether we get first or not. Alright, so... okay. Hang on, I'm gonna scan the star first. All right.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Sorry, I'm just pouring myself some more water here. It's very hot. All right, so we got that one. Looks like Max Shepard didn't scan everything. He was probably doing the same thing I'm sort of doing. It's trying to figure out if it's worth the time and effort to scan all of these things. I didn't check and see. really should do the math on this. High metal, high metal. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I think that's what I have. I may even go so far as to remove the F and just go with G and K. I also have these because they are rare, and if you find them, they're valuable. But yeah, those are the three systems you really wanna check out if you are scanning for profitability. It's a little bit annoying that you can't when someone else has scanned them, you can't get the info. Well, you know, if you haven't been really looking into it, then you wouldn't know. I almost ran out of fuel on my way to Cios, even with the fuel scoop, because I didn't figure out how to filter on scoopable stars. So once I figured that part out, I was like, oh my god, I can do that. And then I changed it so I could jump the 400 light year distance to Cios only using scoopable stars and never run out of fuel. Alright, what's the next one? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? This one looks the most interesting to me. This one and that one. This one looks very interesting to me. I'm gonna scan that next. And then we'll check the other ones after. My goal is to get to Sagittarius A. Mostly because that is the center of the galaxy, and there's a supermassive black hole there. Exploring like this on the way is to make money. It's not really particularly fun. It is interesting to see what you're finding. I don't remember. And I guess this is why you really should keep a logbook. Alright, so that wasn't as interesting as I had hoped it would be. That one's a long ways away. That one's fairly close. So there's yeah, there's a few reasons why I'm doing this. One, I want to get to Sagittarius A. Two, I am working on ranking up my Explorer rank to eventually be Elite. Three, I am scanning the most valuable systems here because I want to make money, and making the money on exploring also is what drives up my rank. Let's see. 4. There's a trophy waiting at Sagittarius A. That's why I have. That's why I have ED Discovery, man. Keeps track of everything, except on the PS4 where it doesn't keep track of anything. Ammonia rich. I guess Max didn't scan that one. What's the next one? How far away is it? Too far away. Alright. Sorry. I'm gonna aim away from the planet a little bit. Alright, so we should head to the next waypoint. But let's have a look and see what's around here. So I turn off the F, G, and K just to see what's around here, and there's like nothing here. Which is pretty unusual. Okay, turn those back on. Next one is 4. It's about 850, 900, okay, 920. All right, have a great time, OP. I haven't been listening to Sidewinder Radio. I don't know if adding more sounds to the stream would be beneficial. Okay, so now we have the path that we're following. It's a long ways. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that didn't help. So we're just totally not seeing anything here today. Usually I'm able to find something. Alright, we're gonna start on the next leg. I don't think we're gonna finish it. We're gonna have lunch at some point.
Frameshift drive charging.
I mean, I guess if you were really exploring, you wouldn't pick the fastest route either. You would probably pick the economy route, and then just go visit every system on the way. That way, you'll definitely discover more stuff. So this is more of a fast way of getting there. Unless you burn out in the star.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay. I gotta get out of the star. And I can ping it. Alright, so this is just a simple binary system. The second star is pretty far away. So, I mean, scanning the star at this point isn't making me any money at this point. It just gives me the bonus. It gives me a little bit of money for scanning it, and a little bit of money as bonus for first.
Frameshift drive charging.
Which is pretty cool. That's also something I should have kept track of, but I just can't imagine writing down all these stupid system names. I wish there had been a log somewhere where you could actually investigate that, but as far as I can tell, there isn't. Of course, it isn't really. You're not getting your name on it until you've actually sold the info. So just because I've scanned these doesn't mean that I'm getting the name on them, because there could be some guy who is 200 light years ahead of me who done exactly the same thing. And if he or she sells the data before me, then they're gonna get their name on it and not me, even though their name wasn't on it when I scanned it. Alright. Gonna have to do a victory loop. There we go. Making some donuts out here. So I wonder if it would be a better idea to go around the radar and pick out these. Then it would be going by distance or location. No, we got lucky on this one because it was right there. But I got those other two over on my right hand side there that may be close-ish. Although one of them now is moving in behind me. So let's see. There's that one which is that far away. And then there's this one which is close by. This one is closer. Oh. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that, you know, once you get on the plane here, it may be uh, uh, it might be more efficient to do that rather than to do in order or in order by distance. It's a massive starfield. I mean, obviously, if there's something like this where there's a planet with a moon, then, you know, you'll do them both at the same time. So now if I'm going left-ish, it will be this one. That way you're kind of going in a one circle around the sun, even if you are jumping in and out of the system. Is that a water world? That could be a water world. They say you're supposed to be able to hear the sounds that the planets are making when you hover over them on the system map, and I'm like, you know what? I have better things to do than memorize all the sounds. Like that one? That's the sun. That's probably the sun, though. There's a separate system here, which is also has 3, maybe 4 interesting bodies in it. 23,000 light seconds though is pretty far. It's not Alpha Centauri far, but I rarely do go to anything that's that far out. Okay, so that was the sun. That's why we're not doing that one. There are planetary bodies out there, but they're not showing up on the scanner. Too far away. Okay, the problem I have now is I ruined everything by that loop. Alright, I'll see you later. Thanks for coming and participating in the discussions here. Pretty sure that is not what I meant to do. So I think we're gonna scan what's orbiting this the A sun, and then we'll skip to B. Alright, so this is one with a moon. So we get 2 scans in here. Even if we're not getting a lot for the moon. And we almost shot that one. Doesn't look like we're missing much. Looks like a unremarkable space rock. Look at the star density over there. That's crazy. Alright, we got 2 left. I'm gonna go and do this one first, and then we'll wrap up the other one. Yeah, we looked over that a little bit earlier to see what's what. I'm not really keeping track internally what I've scanned and what I should expect for earnings, but I do look and see usually what they are. But I guess at this point I want to just scan them all, and then we can have a look later and see what we got out of it. But yeah, terraformable worlds are very valuable, and that's also why I focus mostly on scanning planets that you can't land on, because those are the ones with an atmosphere, and planets with an atmosphere are the ones that they can potentially terraform, even if it is nitrogen. Oh, it was very handy that that last planet was right there. And I think that is the last one. Scan that. Scan that. Alright, I haven't done the 2 all the way out here. Alright, so high metal content, water rich, terrestrial water world with active water-based chemistry and carbon water-based life. This body is a candidate for terraforming, so that's a good payout. That's gonna be a good payout. The rest of them, not so much. These guys, just, you know, it's handy if you can mine them. Yeah, that's possible, I guess. I'm not gonna say as a rule they can't, but most of what I've seen, the terraformable planets do have some sort of an atmosphere, which means you can't land on them. Alright, so I think we scanned. Hold on. Scanned.
Oh, yeah.
These are probably too close to be terraformable. Dog Matlock, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. I stream almost every weekday. I stream every weekday as a general rule, but sometimes I cannot. Tomorrow's stream is going to be Elite Dangerous on the PC, so it's going to be a whole different thing. We're working on the ancient Guardian mystery thing on that side. I also have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I have to cut that stream a little bit short. Alright, we got 4 close bodies and 31 further away. So we're gonna slow down. I'm gonna check out what's going on here. Alright, we got gas giants, only gas giants. These are all moons, not much to make out of that. Next.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there is a narrow zone around the stars where there are where planets would potentially be habitable. So those are the ones that also would be potential for terraforming. Where that narrow area is depends on the star class and the heat of the star and other stuff. Alright, so here we have interesting bodies, except the last one. Let's check these guys out.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for that subscription, Chris. More subscribers always help the channel. We're gonna have a look at that map again, see what we're doing here. That's gonna be an ice body, I think. It's not gonna be much from that one. But again, we are working our way out towards Sagittarius, and we are scanning some systems along the way. I'm not scanning everything because it's just there's too much, and I kind of want to mix up the mix it up a little bit with what we're doing. So there will be some scanning of systems where it appears that there are systems worth scanning or planets worth scanning, and also kind of measuring that out against getting to Sagittarius A. I'm I'm still probably 9,000 light years away. Probably less now, but still somewhere between 8 and 9,000 light years away. We just started out from Colonia on Monday. What's this then? Yeah, we just started out on Monday. I've been going a little bit off by myself, off stream. Sagittarius A is 8,500 light years away. Neutron stars that hasn't been discovered are kind of rare. It looks like a lot of people have gone out looking for neutron stars, and I can see why. They're fairly valuable as a scan. Plus, I guess 10% bonus for the first discovery. Plus having your name on it, so and I'm guessing a lot of them have been out looking for the various neutron star highways, finding their ways around. Yeah, I'm sure there is a bunch. They are fairly rare outside of the core. Not super rare, but you know, compared to many of the other classes, they are not popping up too frequently. And I'm sure there are clusters here and there where there's a bunch. We just had a look on the galaxy map just a few minutes ago, and there was not like a single one in sight. But I ran into one by accident earlier, so I bookmarked it. And assuming that nobody else have been there and are on their way to sell that data. Then once I get to sell the data, that star should have my name on it. Okay. Yeah, I just poked around the neutron stars. That was the wrong button again. Sorry, I get this key combination here a little bit wrong every now and then. I just peeked at the galaxy map just a little bit ago, and I didn't see any signs of anything. So if I turn these off, any star that remains at this point, see, there's one. There's one inside jump range, and there's another one. So you can find them. They are here. There's no doubt about that. It's just, you know, see, that's a neutron star. And let's see, where is that one? That's a neutron star. Oh, that's the same one. That one is down there. That's one of the neutron stars. So they are here. They're just not, you know, there's just not a ton of them. And when I was looking earlier, many of the ones I found did have names on them. There was only one that I found that didn't have a name, and that's the one that I bookmarked. So I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm not saying you're right, I'm just saying that what I've seen out here is that most of the neutron stars that I went to, which was only about, I don't know, half a dozen, only one didn't have a name on it. And I would not be surprised to see that they are more common the closer you get to the core, because star density and what the hell? Star density and also, well, mostly star density. Alright. How are we doing here with scanning? Got that, got that, got that, got that. Alright, so the only one left is this one, which is set of twins. Come on, let's get over there. Hey, puppy. Yeah, I've heard that. I haven't really looked around for the black holes. The last one I found, it's dropped me right on top of the black hole. Like literally on the edge of it. It wasn't that awesome because it's a black hole, so it's a black hole in black space. You're not really seeing much. There is like a distortion feel around it. That's pretty much all you can see. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So we're kind of cruising slow. Galaxy map. All right. So if we filter out the usual stuff, we can. Okay, that's all. We had to have something in. Alright, this should capture non-sequence stars are neutron stars and black holes and maybe a few other things. Now, if you go to realistic, that will show everything. That shows everything else. Filter or no filter. So if we're making our way along here, black holes would show up too here, assuming they are within range. So there's something. That's a black hole. Want to go to a black hole? Let's go to a black hole. Hold on. We need to have some kind of stars to jump to on the way. Alright, we're gonna jump to a black hole. Should only be... Alright, four ones away. I'm gonna scan the sun first. I forgot to do that in the hurry. We're gonna jump to a black hole, and that will be it for today's stream. And we can all finish up having a look at what the heck is a black hole. Alright, here goes. We're just gonna jump, we're not gonna stop, we're just gonna jump and honk. That's it. The black hole, no, I'm gonna scan the black hole and assuming I don't die. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. It still takes like 4 or 5 seconds before the ship stops, though. We just hope we don't go face first in that thing. Alright, so that was wrong. Alright. Oh. Cool. Oh well. Ain't nobody got time for that. Alright, we're gonna have to do a good scoop at the next one. We're running a little low on the fuel here. And then we're gonna wrap it up. Alright, so no distractions. I don't care if it's twins or triplets. Alright. I'm gonna go in deep, get gas. Alright, that's good, that's good. We got gas. Oh, you got fuel. Let's call it fuel. It's better. Alright. Black hole. Here we go. Alright, hitting the brakes. Hitting the brakes. Nope. Still smashed right into that one. Alright, I gotta cycle to my heat sinks. I'm gonna switch to the one with 2 heat sinks left on it. Yeah, but like I said, no, there isn't. There isn't one mapped by default, so you have to throttle down. But it doesn't throttle. While it's set to be throttled down, it still takes a second for it to get to 0 once you get out, and then it takes a second to get stopped, even if you are even if you are out. So you're not coming out of hyperspace at 0 speed, or you know, near 0. You're coming out at whatever, and then it drops down to 30 kilometer per second, and then you just gotta turn away like hell. All right, so we're gonna super cruise.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
I'm gonna heat sink it.
1. Engage.
Heat sink.
Temperature critical.
All right, so now I can stop. Yeah, but you're still not hearing me though. Even though I set the throttle to 0, it's not gonna automatically be at 0 once I get out of hyperspace. It's gonna take it like 4 or 5 full seconds to get down to 30 kilometers a second, and then I'd have to get out of super cruise as well immediately to come to a full stop. And I don't see that it's doing it any different on the PC. Once you come out of hyperspace, it still takes a few seconds before it's throttled down to 0 throttle. Here's a black hole. See, somebody else got their name on that one. That's alright. We still got here. Well, we can have a look at that on the PC side tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I don't think it does anything different on the PC and the PS4. You see there is a distortion field. It's pretty big. It's pretty big around the black hole. It's like a weird bubble. I didn't ping here to see if there's anything else. Last time I went here, or to a black hole, there was a whole system of stuff. But here, alas, there is nothing. Alright, I'm gonna end it there. I gotta pee, the dog gotta pee, everybody gotta pee. So, I think I'm gonna get some distance from the black hole before I leave. Just to be safe. Yeah, I'll check it on the PC later. I can't though, because I'm docked. I'm landed on a planet. Alright, let's see what I got. Alright, I got one button there, L1. Let's do this. First. Let's set our target to where we're supposed to be going. It was 4, wasn't it? Yeah, 680. We got filtering set correctly, so that's all good. We'll let that work out. We'll go to options. Hold on. Alright, triangle. We'll go to options, controls, Flight throttle. Set speed to 0. That one and that one. Silent running. Do you want to set it to speed to 0? Yes, I do. I don't need Sarah. I don't need silent running. Apply changes. Okay, so now if I do that, it said set speed to 0, and it's now currently at full speed, and it drops to 0. But you see, it takes some time to get from whatever speed I'm at to whatever it is I'm doing. Alright, so we're gonna throttle back up. I'm gonna jump to the next system, and I'm gonna see if I can hit that key combination in hyperspace to set the throttle to 0. Alright, we are 100%. We're in hyperspace. Set speed to 0. So I did that. And now when I'm coming out, throttle is set to 0. But it still took several seconds. It still took several seconds to get down to near 0. Alright, so we can do it one more time. I'm gonna scoop some gas. We're at full throttle. And then we'll charge up. I'm already damaged enough. So we'll set it to 0. And as soon as we get out, it will throttle down. So that works, and guaranteed every time you do it, it's guaranteed to be at 0 when you get out. It just takes, you know, some time to slow down. But I don't think it slows down fast enough for a black hole. What I've been doing is I'm just holding the throttle down key while in the animation, and that normally brings it down to 0 by the time you exit. And then you have the option of well, then it will be down to 0 when you jump out. It's just a matter of holding it down long enough. But anyways, we got to see a black hole, which was fun. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. I gotta go. Yeah, I just don't want to do it again right now. I don't want to risk getting too much damage. I do have the field maintenance units, so I can repair myself. I just don't have any extra fuel for it, so I can't recharge them if I run out, and I still have a long ways to go before I get back home. So we can go on black hole discovery sessions later on. But right now I gotta go because my dog is really needing to go. So I'll end it there. Hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow. Tomorrow is PS4. We're gonna do Ancient Guardian mission. We already stopped on planet number 1, so we're gonna do some scanning there and then move on from there. Alright, I need to run. Alright, bye.